My personality trait is...
I could be a little aggressive.
Nah, that fake innocent coming into aggressive, I could be a little
aggressive.
You sound super aggressive.
Sometimes I don't mean it as like, I don't try to be aggressive.
So do you end up dating aggressive men, or do you find yourself going the other route?
I can't go the other route. I have to be, I won't say
no
aggressive.
Sensitive men?
I want you to be sensitive, but I need you to be more like,
They gotta bark louder than
just
you.
a little bit. But like, you bark, but like in a nice calm tone.
Okay.
Like, tell me what to do.
Tell me.
Tell me what to do. Hey guys, it's Teenear. I have a new project coming out called Never Met a Me. Go check it out. What's up, Nyla? We need to talk.
What's going on, guys? Nyla Symone here with another episode of We Need to Talk, and today I got a very special guest in the building, Big Miami Energy. She brought the heat. We got Teenear in here. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Glad to see you.
Thank
Love
you for
the
having
pumps.
me. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Try to keep it colorful.
I know.
A little bit.
I'm here for it. The jewelry, everything eats right now.
Thank you.
How are you enjoying New York?
I'm loving it. Like, the energy's been good. I've been meeting so many people, and I feel like that's so important, and it's something that I've been wanting to do for a while. So
Yeah.
It's been great.
I know Miami's pretty fast-paced. You feel like New York is faster, or you feel at home here? You feel like it's comfortable?
No, it's a lot going on. We walk outside and I'm like, what should I be paying attention to right now?
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
Some shit I be trying to ignore. What is
But it's been cool.
Okay, good.
Interesting out here.
Why do you say interesting?
It's just a lot. I
Yeah.
see things in Miami too, but here I'm like, wow. There's 100 billboards going on. There's 1,000 people walking around, and we're all different. And I'm like, it's a nice place out here.
I actually love how we're all different.
All different.
I learned so much about people.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I feel low-key it's been like overstimulating for me here.
Definitely overstimulating.
But I'm enjoying it at the same time.
Yeah. No, that's because you get to go home and then just digest it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I haven't been able to do that yet. We've been like moving so much, and I'm like, the second that I sit down and actually like take it all in, I'm like, this is gonna be a nice trip to remember.
Hell yeah, what? You just had a listening party, hella people showed up for that.
Yes.
And I'm curious to learn more about you signing to Slip and Slide.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're a Miami native. Was that like always like a dream of yours?
It was really just about knowing everyone, knowing that circle. It really just felt like family from day one, because it really was. Like, Trick and Trina were always somebody that I could hit up and like they'll give me advice.
Really?
Yeah, like it was just a good environment to be in. So from the jump, it was just the place for me to be.
That's
and like
fire.
Everyone around me was super supportive. But when I originally did start, I wasn't recording for myself necessarily. It was like a lot of me recording demos. And eventually that got old, and I was in the studio with a specific producer named Anthony Frank. And he just saw that I was like over it. And he was like, Teenear, let me play this beat and let's write something to it. And I remember that moment for me was like a little nerve-wracking, because I had never written with other people before, let people see that side of me. But that session ended up becoming a first single of mine, and it was an unexpected moment for me.
That's actually fire. Yeah. And now you've been open and vulnerable ever since.
Yes.
Are you loving the process?
I am.
Okay.
I'm enjoying the process. It's been like a learning, growing journey for me, like just evolving and growing up, not only just like as an artist, but also as a woman in it. It's been so much fun.
Oh man, that is a bar, especially as a woman, and evolving out loud in front of people.
Exactly.
Transitions.
A lot of transitions.
Yeah. So talk to me about, were you never planning on like going solo and focusing on your artistry? Do you think that push was like pivotal?
It really was.
Yeah.
Growing up, I always knew that I loved entertainment. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do yet, but I know like all throughout elementary, junior high, I like did musical theater, and I enjoyed that. But you know that moment going into like...
Theater kid?
I was a theater
kid. You know what, that actually explains a lot, only because I feel like that is the highest form of art. Like,
yeah.
If you can do theater, there's nothing you can't do.
It's a lot. It's a lot going on in theater.
Yes.
But that was like a cool experience for me, and that was something I enjoyed like most of my life. And going into high school, it's like, you got to get your life together, figure it out. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, but nothing really clicked for me just yet. And during that time, Justin Bieber had just became a thing. All the girls in my school were like, Justin Bieber. I was like, who is this kid? Let me go home and find out. And I remember I went home, I was searching him for hours.
What was the first record you remember?
One Less Lonely Girl was like my favorite record from Justin Bieber.
JV, man.
Oh my gosh, I love him. And I remember going home, and during that research process, he was doing a contest to write to one of his records. And that was the first time I ever wrote in my entire life. I had never, ever tried to create any type of form of music by myself. And I think that was the moment for me that sparked an interest to like express myself through music. So I always remember that. I ran downstairs and my mom was like, look what I just did. And I fell in love with it from there. And that was when I knew, like, yeah, I like this a lot.
I love that. Shout out to Justin Bieber.
Shout out to Justin Bieber.
I love the info. Okay, so that's when you started getting into your pen. How did you connect with Trick and Trina to the point that you could just call and get advice? Because those are goats. Like that.
They are.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck.
I know. Well, they're family.
Are they really family? Because I know everybody in the South be like
says they're
family. But that's not really family.
It's not really family. I mean, I don't really ever speak on this.
Okay.
But the label is family.
Okay.
And I've been in it. I've been around them since I was a little girl. So they always knew me. They literally saw me grow up.
Aww.
And yeah, they really have been supportive since day one. And I appreciate that, because like even coming in, they could have been like, oh, that's little Teenear, like whatever.
Yeah.
But they've been supportive, and they've seen me grow, and like every time we see each other, every time I see them perform, they're always showing me love, and I appreciate that, because they could have taken it as like, oh, just ignore little Teenear.
Yeah. That's so cool. Now, is there any like, now that you said you've grown up around it, is there any slip and slide videos I can go back and see you dancing in the background?
Yes. The Trick Loves the Kids video, I was one of the kids running around with the water guns.
Really?
Yes.
No, now I'm about to go home and pull it up and try to find you. That's hilarious.
My mom never lets me forget that day, because I don't know why. I don't know how old I was, but I was young. She gave me real diamond earrings to put in my ears, and I lost one of them.
Oh!
She never lets me let that
I wouldn't
day down.
let you live that down either.
I was like, every time we talk about it, she's like, yeah, you lost my earrings that day.
Yeah.
Why would you do that, though?
Sorry, I'm with your mom. Jeez.
I didn't know. I'm like, just put it in my ear.
But did you have them at least both in throughout the entire video, or did it fall?
I don't even know. I don't even remember the earrings, but she remembers it in every detail.
That's hilarious. Okay, so, all right. So you talked to me about your writing process and finding that relationship. Talk to me about kind of finding your voice, like in the R&B realm. Because were you always able to sing, or like was it something that you took classes for? I know it's different.
It was, like I said, I liked musical theater, so I was always singing. But I started in church. I was in the choir. I was in the praise team, and that was like really, those are like my first times ever performing was at church. And just through there, I just grew more vocally. I did start vocal lessons. Just once I decided to make this a career, I was like, yeah, you got to start, training your voice. But when it comes to like my voice in the R&B world, I feel like when I started, I was really young, and there was a lot of people, like I said, people like Trick and then people at the label. They have a lot to advice to give me, input, At that time, you're gonna listen to it, and I was just going with the motions, letting people, direct me and guide me. But as years went on, I feel like now I'm finally in a place where I know what I want to do, I know what I want to say, I know what I want to give off and portray, and it's just been a growing journey. Now I'm not gonna say completely, we're all still learning ourselves.
Yeah.
But I just have a better understanding of who I am and like what I want to give off to the world, so.
That is so beautiful, and I love that, especially as a woman, like you said earlier. Now I understand what you meant, because it's like you got to take the training wheels off at some point, and then once you get those wheels off, now it's like, okay, which direction do I want to go? How long do I want to stay on this bike? What bike do I want? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So That's actually what's up. I love that for you.
Thank you.
And I guess what would you say has been like the biggest difference creatively now that you're riding your own bike?
The biggest difference creatively is, well, I'm not starting with just like people sending me stuff anymore. I enjoy sitting down with myself and like going through my own experiences and figuring out how to express that, because I'm always told, or I've been told multiple times, that I'm not affectionate in relationships.
Are you an Aquarius?
No, I'm an Aries.
Interesting.
Aquarius are like that
What?
too, though.
Thank you. Like, he made a face. Like,
They
yeah,
are. Aquarius are my worst people to me. But I've always been told that I'm not affectionate. So for me, my music is my way of expressing like my love and like my care for whoever it is that I am.
Okay.
You know, in a relationship with at the time.
So instead of arguing, you're just gonna put it in a record.
Yeah, I'm gonna just put it in a song. Like, hey, you want to listen to this?
That's hilarious.
And that's really like my way of expressing myself now.
I'm not mad at that at all. I remember early on in my relationship with my boyfriend, I used to be like, all right, let me just write you a text and explain why I'm mad. And he's like, no, just say it. And I'm like, just let me write the text out because I need to make sure I cover all the points. You know what I mean? It's. I don't know why we're like that.
In the moment, it's just a lot that could come out, and I don't want it to come out wrong.
Exactly.
I'm an overthinker.
I'm with you. Wait, Aries overthinker?
Oh yeah, for sure. We have our moments. We're very impulsive.
Yeah, you guys are fiery as fuck. What?
I am very impulsive, but 9 times out of 10, I'm overthinking it before. And then even if I'm like, I probably shouldn't do it, I'm gonna do it anyways.
Not mad at that. Hey, I encourage it. I'm a Leo, so we're
fire signs.
Yeah.
My mom's Leo. She's
Okay.
my bestie.
Yes. So never met a me. Talk to me about what era of this for you. What is this era for you?
This era for me is really just bringing people into my world. I want people to get to know me more. It's like I said, I'm standing in more in my truth and like who I am and who I want to be. And that song originally came about with I was doing a writing camp with Camper, and I just felt a vibe when I heard the track of it. It was like, this just feels like the essence of who I am, and that's just what I wanted to write about. And that was the first time I ever repped Slip and Slide, I ever repped Miami, and I was like, this is exactly who I am.
This is me.
This is me, and we decided to make that the title of the project as well.
Fire. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is your I have arrived moment.
I have arrived moment. I feel like I'm like resetting right now because I've been in the industry for a minute, and I was just putting out singles, and like I said, it was a growing process, a learning process for me, but now it's like I'm actually being myself, and I'm enjoying it.
I love that. Glad you're here.
Thank you.
We're loving it. Now talk to me about this album. Who's going to be featured on it, and also how long did it take you to put this project together? Because you're in this new era, so I'm assuming everything is from this era, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one feature on the project with Rick Ross. It's called Moment. And
yeah. Okay.
And that record for me, I remember when I did the song, I was like, oh my God, his voice would sound so good on this record. Just like his presence, his energy.
Yeah.
And at that time, I didn't ask anyone in the room or the label to actually make it happen, but I had my board and I just wrote his name on the board. And I was like, that's gonna happen. And I left it alone and I wasn't even thinking about it. Then 2 months later, they actually put him on the song. And having him be a part of the record, because he was a part of the label also in the past, it was just the most, like, a moment of just being so grateful having him co-sign me and him being on the record. When you do hear it, it's like, he really did that. Yeah. And I appreciate it so much. And we actually just shot the video like a month ago.
Where'd you guys shoot it? Miami?
Miami.
Fire.
Yeah. And it was just such great energy. And if you know Ross, he creates great moments, and I'm just happy that he's a part of this moment with me.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm sure it was nothing but laughs on set. Rick Ross
for sure.
Hilarious.
He's such a funny man. But it was good vibes. Always good energy with him.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Ross on the project. How many records is going to be on the album?
There's 12 records on the album.
Okay.
And yeah, I started this project, honestly. I had a break in 2020. And for me, it was like a moment where I really it kind of broke me for a minute because I was like, why am I stopping? Because at the beginning of 2020, I was just putting out songs back to back and I had like a lot of momentum going on. And then it was like God just like put a pause on everything. And in the moment, it was like, dang, like this isn't supposed to be going this way. But now I'm looking back and I'm like, I needed that time. Because like I said, I had to figure myself out. I was going with emotions, letting people tell me what to do or like following different trends. And like, it just wasn't who I know I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that now. Because we always have moments in life where it's like, you're trying to figure out why this bad thing is happening, but now I'm in a place where like when bad things come up, it's like there's a reason behind it and you have to try and find that silver lining or find peace in that. Now I find peace in those moments.
That's great. Yeah, I'm still trying to master that.
Yeah, it's a learning. You have to do it every day. Things happen, I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah.
You have to remind yourself there's going to be a reason behind it and I'm sure it's going to be great.
I like that. That's actually beautiful. All right. Well, on We Did Talk, we play this game called Fill in the Blank.
Okay.
BLANK. Every time I say blank, people be like, huh? Blank? Blank? Blank. Sorry if I have an accent. But, so, okay, yes. The first one is, the older I get, the less I...
Give a fuck.
No hesitation on that one. Yo, who pissed you off this morning?
Nobody. I just gotta walk like that now.
You know what? Heard you. And actually, I agree. I'm starting to get there. I have a Cancer moon though, so it kind of be holding me back a little bit. I can't help but give a fuck. Okay. You would never believe me if I told you.
Ooh. You'll never believe me if I told you. I don't know.
You can skip if you want as well.
I'm really trying to think. I don't know.
All right. I can't believe when I was younger.
I can't believe I actually tried to do a backflip off of a cooler and broke my wrist. And from that moment, who would do that? I think about it all the time because that's probably one of the dumbest things I've ever done in my life. Because I had a friend convince me that was smart.
Did your friend do it first?
No.
Of course not.
She was trying to teach me how to do it. And she said, get on the cooler, like you'll get a jump start in the air. But as soon as I did that, the cooler went that way. And then my wrist just went that way.
Lord have mercy. Oh my God.
Dumb.
How long did it take for your wrist to heal?
I don't, like months, I guess. Whenever I broke it. That was my first time ever breaking a bone. And from that moment, I broke a lot of bones.
When you told your mom how you broke it, what did she say?
She was sick of me.
Yeah.
And then my neighbor at the time, she's like, she's fine. She's being dramatic. I'm like, my wrist is broken.
It's leaning over here like. No, that's crazy. Okay, so that's that Aries shit, actually. Very adventurous, spontaneous, jumping off a fucking cooler, like what? All right. I'm a little embarrassed by the fact that I know so little about.
I'm a little embarrassed. I would say I'm embarrassed to say it.
How bad?
I think it's pretty bad.
What?
I probably shouldn't say
it. Say it. All right, if it's terrible, we'll edit it. If it's not terrible, it's staying in.
I was just going to say, I know very little about politics because...
Oh, no. We're all in that boat. Yeah, it's okay.
I'm sick of them. I'm like, I don't even care anymore.
That's how... We're on the same page. I know it's wrong to say, but...
It's wrong to say.
It's true. I feel like they overcomplicate shit on purpose.
Oh my... What's happening
now? It's like learning biology. H2O. Water.
It's too much.
Water. Like, stop.
Water.
But no, that's a fair one. But it's election season. Make sure you guys go vote, okay? I'm going to go vote too. See,
that was so bad.
Yo, this is where we're at right now. America's a joke. The guy running for president stormed the White House, and I can't make a joke about politics being H2O?
At this time, it's like, I'm over it all.
I'm with you.
Figure it out.
Sometimes I look back at my life and
laugh or scream.
mm.
You know, you never have those moments where you're just like, something crosses your mind and you're like, ah! Every time.
My laughs be like, I mean, my screams, now that'd be like
What does
present
that
day
mean?
shit. I gotta be honest.
No.
Yeah, the screams be like, oh, fuck, I gotta see this nigga tomorrow. You know, niggas you don't want to see, co-workers.
Yes.
Just be like, yeah, I felt
Yeah.
that. I felt those. All right. From time to time, it's good to.
I was gonna say sleep. That is not good though.
I feel like that should already be in here.
That should already be in there. That's what I'm feeling right now.
Okay, sleep. It's because you've been having these New York City nights. You've been here.
I've been working.
You've been outside.
I've been working.
Yes, I've seen you outside at least 2 nights so far this week.
Right.
Good for you though.
Thank you.
My personality trait is.
What do you mean by that?
Like, how would you define your personality trait? One word.
I could be a little aggressive.
Nah, that fake innocent thing coming into aggressive. I could be a little
aggressive. I think so.
You sound super aggressive. Just a little bit.
A little bit.
Hey, that makes for fun.
I think so.
That makes for fun.
Sometimes I don't mean it as like, I don't try to be aggressive. But
Have
then
you
it's
gotten
just,
complaints?
oh yeah.
A lot?
You complain about me.
You're aggressive too?
Yeah, I'm also.
She's a Leo.
Oh.
I'm a Leo and a Cancer. I'm the day genius.
Oh, okay. I'm 25th, so I'm not far off.
Second.
And then I'm Cancer moon, so I feel you.
Oh yeah, you know what it's like.
Yeah. Okay, synergy.
That's why
y'all friends. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, aggressive. Yeah, because, you need those type of people to balance you.
I think so.
Yeah.
It helps me calm down.
So do you end up typically dating aggressive men, or do you find yourself going the other route?
I can't go the other route. I have to be, I won't say
No
aggressive.
sensitive men?
I need you, I want you to be sensitive, but I need you to be more like,
They gotta bark louder than
just a
you.
little bit. But like, you bark, but like in a nice calm tone.
Okay.
Like, tell me what to do.
Tell me.
Tell me what to do. Don't scream at me.
It's the point. I felt that though. Yeah. Cause it needs to be authoritative, assertive, but not like emotional.
Not emotional.
Yeah. Hell. Yeah. I'm trying to master that within myself too. So I totally understand. Like. Okay. All right. Interesting. So Teenear, we know we got the project on the way. We got this new era. I'm excited to see you develop and blossom within that.
Thank you.
Shout out your gram. Let people know where to follow you and where they can tap into your new album.
You could follow me on every social media platform at Teenear. And my new project, Never Met a Me, is out on every streaming platform. Yeah.
Yeah. Tap in, guys. Talk soon.